Hi everyone. So myself Kaushikaram. I would like to introduce my teammate Sankar Despi. So we are going to give a presentation on the topic data types today. We are going to look into introduction to data types and modifiers in C and data type classifications and derived data types and basic data types in C and user defined data types. So introduction to data types. Each variable in C has an associated data type. It specifies the type of data that the variable can store like integer, character, floating, and double, etc. Each data type requires a different amount of memory and has some specific operations which can be performed over it. The data type is the collection of data with the values having fixed values, meaning as well as its characteristics. So data classifications. So we have three types of classification here: the basic data types and data types and user defined data types. In the basic data types, we have int, char, float, and double. In derived data types, we have arrays and pointers, and in user defined data types, we have enum, structures, and unions. We'll look into the next slide. So in the basic data types in C, the variable of type int holds the integer value and occupy 2 bytes of space in memory. For example, int a b sum initialization of data type int a is equals to 10 and b is equals to 5. So the variable of character holds a single ASCII character enclosed with two single quotes and occupy 1 bytes of space in memory. For example, char ch array initialization of char data type character ch is equals to c and array is equals to c. And in the variable of type float hold the values of with the decimal points and occupy 4 bytes of memory space. Initialization of float data types float pi is equals to 3.14 and float age is equals to 2.5. So the double data type variable holds 8 bytes of memory space that holds value with decimal points. For example, double a with enclosed semicolon initialization of double in data type double is equals to 2.137. So the modifiers in C. Modifiers also known as the qualifiers as used to modify the basic data types in C. So we have signed, unsigned, short, and long. The general syntax of the handling modifier is modify the basic data type and variable list. For example, unsigned int a is equals to 345. So data types. Array is homogeneous collection of elements of same data type. So we have a is to 0 to a to 5, so one dimensional array with 6 elements. So the pointer is a variable that holds the address of another variable. So the next data type, so enum is an enumeration data type that holds the constant integer value defined by the user. So syntax is enum underscore name and with the open bracket constant 1 and constant 2 and constant n. So example enum furniture, chair, table, and book. User defined data types. The structure is collection of elements having the same or different data types. For example, struct add open curly brackets int a float b and close the brackets with semicolon. So user defined data types. Again, we have the union data types allows holding a collection of other data types in the same memory location. Example union open curly brackets int age and float year and close the curly brackets. And the different data types will be explained by Sangat SB. Thank you.
Hello everyone, here we have a different type of data types present here, specifically int, double, float, char. Int is 4 bytes, double 8 bytes, float 4 bytes, char 1 byte. First, to start with integer data type, first we include all the header files int main. Here is our main program. First we start with assigning int age is equal to 10. Here we assigned 10 to the age. Here now we print that printf is equal to percentage d is the assigning value, and it ends with the ampersand symbol in age. Here you can see 10 is printed on the fridge. Percentage D is replaced with the age value. To make it clear, we assign age is equal to percentage D. That will be output will be age is equal to percentage D. Now we go to the second type of data type, float and double. We create we create double and float for exponential and double and float value. The difference between these two are is data bytes. It is double is 8 and float is 4. Here we use now double data type. Double number is equal to 12.45 and with semicolon. Number is a double type variable. We assigned a floating point value to the double variable. Now let's print this with we give a printf %lf comma number. Use for double you used %lf. Now we'll run on the program. 12.45 plus 4 zeros. It shows a double. It shows a 4 digit because it takes 6 decimal places. So 4 5 and plus 4 zeros are totally 6 numbers. Now we give percentage point to LF because after 2 we want only 2 decimal places. Now we'll give for float number is equal to 10.9f. So now let's print that function. Printf bracket %f comma number 1. Now let's run this program. We added float number is equal to 10.9f to indicate this. To differentiate between double and float, we are understand with for f. Now %f is the format for specifier for the float variables. Let me run this code. Now we'll get output as 12.45 10.944. Now to make it more specific, we use ln. So first number printed is 12.45, then the next float is 10.9. In float also we can remove the decimal. We'll give 0.1, so that would be print 10.9. By the way, we can also use double and float to store exponential values. Let's take an example of a double number is equal to 5.5 exponential 6 and with semicolon. Here 5.5 is double number into 5.5 into e power 6. Let's print to verify its exponential is working or not. So percentage LF comma number end with semicolon. And now see this number is print to 5.586. Now let's move to the character type. We use character for the represent character type data. We use for to print we use percentage C, that is a for character. Character is a char variable, so we assign z to the caveat in single quotes because we should end with single quotes. So it is a character. For string we use double quotes. When I run the code, we'll get the output as z. Format specifier is C. If you want to print with the percentage D also, let's check with the percentage D. Percentage D plus character. Let's run this program. What will get the output? We get as ASCII values of the percentage of the Z. The ASCII values of the Z is the 122.